Hello friends, welcome to Ratna's Kitchen. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm going to do a recipe which is a request from a very sweet little subscriber of mine all the way from Calcutta. Her request is to make pindi chole, which is from Punjab. I'm going to really enjoy sharing this experience today. Please join me in making this beautiful yummy pindi chole. So let's start the process. So these are the chana I'm going to use today. Have a look at this. This is the dry chana. If you are making for the evening, you soak it in the morning, and if you are doing for the lunchtime, you soak it overnight. So I have soaked this chana. Look at the size. This is the size it becomes. So what I'm going to do, pindi chole are known to be a really dark colored chole. So we are going to bring the darkness, the black, really black color. How am I going to do this? I'm going to do, have my tea bags. If you have no tea bags, you can use tea leaves as well. Just I'm going to boil the water with the tea bags for 2 to 3 minutes, and I'm going to add that water into this chole to put it in a pressure cooker. So let me do that process now. So here is the tea decoction. It's all, see the color. So this I'm going to add. Let me just squeeze out the whole tea flavor into this. Yeah, and we are going to add this water into this chole. So we are going to pressure cook the choles now. So I've got the pressure cooker on, and then we're going to add the whole chana with the tea decoction. And that's the, I'm not going to add any more water. That water should be enough. I'm going to add just 1 bay leaf as well, half a spoon of salt, and we're going to close the lid, and I'm going to leave it on for 3 whistles. I want the chole to be cooked nice, soft and fluffy. So 3 whistles should do. Some people do add a baking soda while they're boiling. I'm not going to do that. If you want, you can add baking soda as well. So I'm going to leave it for 3 whistles. While the chickpea is getting boiled in the pressure cooker, let's make the masala for this pindi chole. I'm making the masala straight from the scratch at home, but if you want, you can buy chole masala or chana masala in Indian store. That's easily available. But making fresh is going to bring a lot of fresh flavor to it. So let me add, to start with, I'm adding red chilies. We are just dry roasting them. So I'm going to add coriander seeds, cumin seeds, and green cardamom all at once. Bit of bay leaf, cinnamon stick, and the flour. This is a black cardamom, nutmeg, full nutmeg, cloves, 5 to 6 pieces of cloves, adding pepper, black pepper. So this is maize flour that's available in Indian shop as well. This has got a beautiful, very nice flavor to it. So let's just dry roast them until they are nice We are not browning them, we are just heating them up so that the flavor gets released, and then we are going to grind them into nice powder. They are almost roasted. At the end, what I'm going to add a little bit of carom seeds, which is called ajwain. So just a tiny bit. They get fried up very fast, so you add that at the end. And to this, I'm going to add dry fenugreek seeds, leaves, sorry, as well. And then we'll just fry them. This is called pomegranate seeds. I'm going to add a handful of this. Anardana. This masala is going to be a little bit tangy and a little bit of spiciness to it. A very unique flavor you will get. To this I'm going to add a dry mango powder as well, which is called amchur, which is going to give that sourness. Now it's all done, so I'm going to turn it off and I'll let it cool for 5 minutes before I grind them into nice powder. So it's all cool now, it's been cooling down for 5 to 10 minutes. So let me just grind them all together. So I'm just putting them all into this little grinder. Let's make it into a nice fine powder. So have a look at this, the fine powder. So I'm just going to put this in here. And I'm going to add few more masalas to it. So the masala powder is ready. To this I'm going to add dry green mango powder. This is called amchur. You can buy that in Indian shop as well. So this is a must. Even if you are buying a chana masala, please make sure you add this dry green mango powder. This is called amchur. This is going to bring out the tanginess into this dish. So I'm going to add some water into this masala because they're all dry roasted. So you can add masala water to this and then mix it nicely. By doing this, what I'm doing is bringing the color intensity more, and always good to use water when you are adding into the dish. It mixes out very nicely. Now the masala is ready and the chickpeas are already done, they're cooked. So let me start the process of making the pindi chole. So let's see if the chana is cooked. So the pressure is off now. Wow, have a look at the color. Let's see how they are cooked. When you press, they should just have a look. See, it's nice and soft, very soft. This is the consistency you need it. So they are all good. So I put this pan on. I'm using a wide pan. It's always good to use a wider base so that the chana is going to be cooked evenly and at the same time. So I'm going to use this pan for this pindi chole today. So I put the oil, 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil. I'm just waiting for it to heat it up. Then we will add onions. So the oil is nice and hot. Before onions, what I'm going to use is I have got nicely cut garlic here. Good amount of garlic. I'm going to add that and fry it. And I've got equal amount of ginger cut into small pieces. I'm going to add that as well. To this I'm going to add a couple of green chilies. I like my curries to be nice and spicy. If you don't want it, then you can avoid adding green chilies. Now I'm going to add finely cut red onion. I've taken 2 big medium onions, and I have taken 3 cups of chana. For 3 cups of chana, I have taken 2 big onions. I want the onions to be cooked nice and brown. So I'm going to add, we added a half a teaspoon of salt. So I'm going to add 1.5 spoon of salt. Mix it all nicely and let it cook nice. It has to be really nice and brown because we are making this pindi chole as dark as possible. So I want everything to be browned up nice. Have a look at the brownness of this onion. I think it's perfectly cooked. So for this, what I'm going to add now is the masala. I'm going to just add the whole masala in there. Added a little bit of water as well. So just mixing it all up nicely. Look at the color and the flavor. The flavors of this masalas are just awesome smell. So yummy and tasty smell. I'm just going to fry it for a minute. I'm going to add half a spoon of black salt, kala namak. Just a half a spoon will do. As you can see, the oil is seeping out. So it's time to add. Got 1 cup of tomato puree. You can add fresh cut tomatoes or you can add a puree, up to you. I'm going to just mix it again. Just going to let it cook for 2 minutes. It's been cooking away for 2 minutes. I'm going to add the boiled chana now with the water and everything, all of it. I'm cooking this in a high flame. So I'm just going to let it cook. I'm going to cover it and let it cook for another 5 minutes. So I want it to become a little bit harder. The gravy should be nice and thick. So let's just cook for another 5 minutes with a closed lid. So it's been 5 minutes already. So let's have a look. Wow, look at that. You can see the oil has come on the surface. That means the chickpea is cooked nicely. So pindi chole is almost done. So chole is ready. So what are we going to eat the chole with? You can have chole with rice, bhatura or puri. But today what I'm going to show you is very interesting thing, which is a very quick and easy way. When you are rushing to do something and you have friends coming over, you have the chole ready. So what are you going to serve with? Here I found these tacos. They are Mexican tacos. If they're available outside of India everywhere, but if you're in India and you can't get hold of them, you can just make normal puri or bhatura. But today I'm going to use these tacos to do a puri. So this is made out of corn and it's really nice and very tasty, just like a bhatura. So let me fry these beautiful things. Oil is quite hot, so I'm just dropping the taco in there. Just keep dipping it into the hot oil. Have a look how nicely it's fluffed up. And this is going to taste really, really tasty with the chole that I have just made. It's very quick and easy and the taste is really, really nice. So here friends, famous Pindi Chole from Punjab is ready for you guys. And here with the corn puris with tacos. It's really tasty and yummy. Please do try this recipe. I hope you liked today's recipe. If you like, please do like, share and subscribe my channel, and please remember to press the bell icon so that you get notification whenever I upload new recipes. And thank you so much for all your support. It's been a great journey, and I will be taking this journey forward with many more exciting recipes. So I'll be seeing you soon.